Previously on Living Outside the Box with Grace Square.
This jumpsuit is not from the maternity section, so if you like it, you should. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. Today I'm actually going to speak on something that makes a lot of people uncomfortable, and that is, did you guess it? Yes, money. So being that my husband and I are having a baby, we've definitely buckled down in our personal savings, and we've also started a savings account for Baby Square. For us, it's really important to have savings for emergencies, for something that you are intending to purchase, like a new car or a home. Also, saving, like we save for trips and special occasions. Now that we have a baby on the way, our savings has definitely moved around, and we opened up our first savings account for our baby. The savings account is under our name. Eventually we'll place it under our child's name, which we don't even know yet because I don't even know the gender. The bank account that we opened our savings account for our baby is American Express. It does have a 2% interest rate, which is really good for a savings account. It's probably one of the highest that I have found for a baby savings account. So my husband and I will be the main people on the account. However, we are going to add our baby's name to the account, but this child's not allowed to touch the savings account until he or she is 25, and I'll get a little more into why I chose that age. So savings is pretty difficult when you're super young. I mean, I'm 32 and still like budgeting how much we're gonna put aside for this and that under our savings is like, sometimes we're just like, forget it, let's just use all that money and book a trip. But now that we are responsible for a little one, things have definitely changed. So this is actually the first year that we received a tax refund that is not going to a Coachella expense as the hotels. If you've gone to Coachella or have looked into Coachella, you know how expensive those hotel rooms are. So yeah, we usually would take our tax refund check and just throw it to a hotel room and be like, whatever, you know. And this year we took what we received in our tax refund. It wasn't that much, but it's still something, right? And we put it into a savings account for Baby Square. So our plan is to place $1,000 every year until our child is 25 into this account. So roughly, with interest and with what we have already in that child's account, the baby will probably receive about $28,000 when they're 25. Yes, I know $28,000 does not seem like a lot, and especially in 25 years from now, who knows, like that might be worth like, I don't know, like $5,000. But it's better than nothing, right? Of course, we would love to place more in that account if we can, but we also live in Southern California, so we have a heavy budget of bills, our savings, our future, and Baby Square's future, and Baby Square's present. So if it happens to where we can place more money in that account, of course we would love to. If not, $25,000 to $28,000 is still a good amount for a young adult. So $1,000 a year is not a lot at all, if you really think about it. So $1,000 broken up per month is only $83 a month. That's nothing. Like, we spend that at like dinner sometimes, you know? And if we broke it down to every week, it's only $20 a week. $20 a week. We spend $20 at Chick-fil-A on like a Wednesday. So investing that money into my child is way more important than me getting a spicy deluxe meal. Maybe. If you really think about it, like think of your child's future, you can make that small sacrifice, you know, like $20. Like, I don't need to spend that $20 at Ulta or H&M. I'd rather it go to my child's future. I hope my child is wise with their money. I really hope they don't make the same mistakes that I did. When I was 18, my grandmother gave me $30,000. And when I tell you right now, I have not one penny of that money. Yes, I started undergrad, but I also wasn't really paying money for school. I received scholarships, grants, and so that money was just for me. I wish I would have budgeted wisely when I was in college instead of just blowing it on like dorm stuff and like trips and going out. And $30,000 goes by so fast if you don't invest it wisely. And right now I'm thinking like, dang, Gray, like you could have used that $30,000 to buy property in the city you were living in. I was living in school in Mobile, Alabama. I could have probably purchased half the home and used that as a rental investment property. But you know, when you're young, you're not that smart. You make foolish mistakes. And I was so living in the moment. And I just made huge financial mistakes that right now I'm just like, dang, like I could have been way more set up than I am now, you know? And so I'm just proud of my husband and I for taking those steps for our child. And if our child makes mistakes, I'll do the same thing my parents did. Like, you're gonna learn the hard way, because I was so stubborn. Mom and Dad, if you're listening to this, you guys were right. But with that $30,000, I did purchase a vehicle, which was my Kia Sportage that had bumper stickers all over it. I was in love with that car. But yet again, I was young. I wasn't keeping up with the car. I wasn't getting oil changes. I wasn't, you know, doing maintenance routines that like you're supposed to. Instead, I was using my money to go partying, go to Miami, go to Atlanta. I'm not gonna lie, college, I made incredible memories, incredible people, so I don't regret it. But the financial aspect, yes, I do regret. I'm hoping Baby Square is a little more financially responsible than I was at a young age. But that's why I feel like 25 is better than giving money, that amount of money, than 18. Like 25, maybe you're graduating from college, you have more of an idea of what you want to do in life. Like 25,000 to 30,000, you can invest in the business. You can purchase a vehicle. You could save that for a down payment. You can invest that money more. So you hear that little nugget? I hope you make the right decision. But yes, I do feel like this plan that we have is definitely something that's very attainable. It's something that we can manage financially. And once again, like if we can put more, we definitely will put more, because our children are our future. I mean, who's gonna take care of me and my husband? I mean, what house are we gonna move into? So if you guys have any baby savings ideas or plans, please share them below. I would love to hear like how you're planning to invest in your child's future. I'm happy that I live in a city that has an amazing public school system, that I don't have to pay tuition like my parents did, having to pay like $10,000 a year for us to get an education. That's crazy to me. Like I can't even like, I don't even, Mom, Dad, how did y'all do it? With two of us. Like, I am so impressed and grateful for them. And I know my baby is going to be grateful for us too. When you turn 25 and you're watching this, I'm going to make you watch this. You're welcome. But another idea that we have for Baby Square is for Baby Square's first, second, and third birthday party. We're not going to ask for gifts. We're going to ask for stocks. When your baby's that young, they're not going to remember what their nanny, their grandma, what their auntie, what their neighbor, what their best friend got them at 1 year old. Like, we'll handle the toys, guys. We'll handle the Disney trip. We just need y'all to buy our baby stock. Which, I mean, guys, that's not bad. Like, even if you buy like a $25 stock, it's cheaper than some toys out there. Those LOL dolls, I heard they're really expensive, which is probably a good stock to purchase. But like I said, if you have any other ideas of setting up your baby's financial future, please comment below. I'm so open to all kinds of ideas. I'm a first-time mom, so anything, any advice, I'm open to. Also, with the American Express account, why we chose American Express is that with that savings, of course, you'll get a checkings, and we'll just throw the minimum in the checkings, you know, to keep it open for our child. But also, they have a higher chance of getting an American Express credit card. And guys, if like we have an American Express credit card, and the cash back you get and the rewards you get is amazing. And like, I want my child to have good credit, you know, so they could purchase that home, so they could use that $30,000 to put down to something, and they'll be like, you know what, that's enough because you have great credit. So American Express is a great company, so that's why we chose that savings account. And no, this is not sponsored, but American Express, feel free to sponsor me, please. I would love to sit in your lounge at Coachella, even though I'm Team Nochella this year. Alright guys, so that's our plan for Baby Square's financial future. Once again, if you have any advice or tips or any other ways of investing in your child's future, comment below. Thanks for watching. Give this video a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe. Later, hippies.